Well, as we head towards the second decade of the 21st century, debate over the rate of population growth in Australia appears to have new impetus. Those who argue the country is growing beyond its means say current projections are conservative. But with the economy on the rebound, there are others who say Australia's recovery will depend on maintaining the current pace of growth.
The idea of an Australia with 35 million people by 2049 has sparked plenty of discussion about population growth. But even though the revised Treasury forecast stunned many people, some say it's the tip of the iceberg.
For the last 2 quarters we've been growing at 2.1%. Now at 2.1%, if you keep that up, you double every 33 years. So in 40 years we would be more like 50 million.
Author and environmentalist Mark O'Connor is among those lobbying for a major rethink of Australia's population policy. He says the Prime Minister's comments in support of a big Australia were unusual for a political leader and have fuelled the debate.
The usual line is that it's natural, inevitable, not their fault, so that even when in government they shouldn't be blamed for it. And that's what Rudd began saying, but then he strayed right off message.
Migrants account for some 64% of the current growth rate. Australia's skilled migrant intake was slashed at the height of the global financial crisis to 115,000 people. But the recovery is likely to see more businesses struggling to fill their vacancies and looking offshore.
And particularly as the mining boom hots up again, I think over the course of the next 12 months we will hear a lot more talk about skill shortages.
We've got the retirement of the baby boomers who make up 43% of our workforce. We are going to have to replace them.
In February, a public inquiry will begin in Queensland to look at how best to cope with the population explosion in the state's southeast. Sydney and Melbourne too are dealing with the combination of massive growth and crumbling infrastructure.
In the longer term, we should move towards a more balanced situation, and because of environmental constraints in which I think migration is likely to be significantly scaled back.
And with Australia's fertility rate running at a 30-year high, the debate seems certain to grow, just like the population. Carl Herr, ABC News.